Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
Live from the Field of Dreams, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Taj Bradley. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Just about to get underway. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And we are underway. On the ground. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Foul ball.
Ball, that's in.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
is down low. He swings and fouls one off. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And that'll do it. The Twins coming up, no score. You're dialed into the show. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Ball 1.
Out towards right center field. Harper on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Second, the center fielder.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Byron Buxton, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Eric Summerskill. 1-2 now. Swing and a pop-up. Real Muto. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Just missed.
Ball 1.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
And now the switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell.
He's done a great job making contact recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
Hey!
In the air, left field. Marsh settles under it, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Welcome back to the Field of Dreams. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Luis Arias. And
Ball
downstairs.
down. Hey!
Here's a 1-1.
No, that's down.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And there's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Hey!
Yo, 1. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, and 2 now.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Battling here as he fouls it away. He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
One out man at first. And here's the first baseman, Alec Bohm. Bohm wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. No score here in the second. Swing and a ball popped up. Culpepper takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat. In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early
Outside,
in the
that's the
count.
ball.
There's a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball, that's
Really good
outside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fastball is outside.
Hey.
Lewis thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Good hitters count the 2-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that one hammered. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He sends a rocket to left. And the Twins get on the board first. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough. But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
The 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that's a base hit. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard.
Batting 7, the right
Nice
fielder,
line drive to
number
the pull
15,
side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit.
Ball. No, that's
This
down.
one in the dirt to second. Safe. He
He
beats
made it safe.
And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second. That
Yeah.
one finds the corner. Strike one. Fastball for a strike. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Way inside.
Hey.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And next for Minnesota, Kalen Culpepper.
Hey.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Ball, that's out.
Lee leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul. Here's a 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. And now it's filled up. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's Byron Buxton. First time up was a pop out.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Twins 3 and the Phillies nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. Bounced up the middle. Clemens in plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 2, Justin Crawford.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
That's off the inside corner. 3 and 1 now. Line drive, base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
When you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that's out.
And the 1-0.
Ball,
Last
that's
2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Here's a 2-0. Sanford catches the zone at the knees. In the air to left center. Larnick under it. He makes the grab.
The batter, number 7.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Hey!
Crawford off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Nope.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Into center and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 3.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Grounded out his first time up. Ball
That's
1
a
to
ball.
Bryce.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board. Could be
That's
some
ball 2.
action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, left field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Set for the bottom of the third. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Josh Bell.
Bell.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Twins, the first baseman, number 23, Royce Lewis.
Hey!
Hit in the air, right field. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Now it's the
Cody
second baseman, Cody Clemens.
Clemens.
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Foul ball. Inside corner for a strike. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Twins, the right fielder, number 15, Luke Keyshaw.
First pitch misses. Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 1-0.
Yeah!
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now here's a flare off the bat. Fair ball. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Lee in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. That one fouled off. Off the mark there. Now 1-2. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Alex McFarland appears to be getting loose. Alvarado, a left-hander, also throwing. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Twins strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Luis Arias. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, number 5, Bryson Stott.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Keyshaw on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
The first baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Flied out his first time. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom 4, and now for the Twins, Kalen Culpepper.
Kalen Culpepper.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, these Twins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
Ball, that's out.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Out towards left center. Marsh on his way over. And there's two down.
Up next for the Twins, the center fielder, number 25, Byron.
So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft.
That's a ball.
Fastball for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ball two.
Now it's 3-2. On the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. That takes care of Buxton. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Twins 3 and the Phillies nothing. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. Ready now for the 5th inning. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first, 1 away here in the 5th.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each guy. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
The Twins leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's a ball.
Late on that fastball.
Ball.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Sets him down looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Justin Crawford, the next to hit, picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And he lays down a bunt, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things over to the righty, Alex McFarland. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Leading off for the Twins, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ball. Hey!
Jeffers wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2-0. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one the other way. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
That one's
Oh, that's
upstairs,
upstairs.
ball one. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
That's ball 2.
Jeffers gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the air, right field. One down.
Up next for the Twins, the first baseman, number 23, Royce.
One out man at first. Here's Royce Lewis. He's already homered in this game. Right side, Harper drifts towards it. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Cody Clemens.
Ball 1.
On a bounce right side, Arise sends it to first, and the inning is over. One left for Minnesota, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Fastball for a strike. The 0-2.
That's a good
that's
miss
inside.
off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy can do some real damage.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That's ball two.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. The Phils trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Base knock right field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next for Phillies.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
That's a ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The 1-0. Man at first, one away. Quick toss to first, and Turner's back in. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Goes down looking. Harper not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Tap foul at the plate.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel.
Ball.
Some
That
bullpen
pitch out.
action for Philadelphia. Tim Meza, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Kirkering, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And the 1-0. That one
Ball
missed. McFarland, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a bouncer. arise. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the
Up
sixth.
next for the Twins, the third baseman, Brooks Lee.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Culpepper in the box again, takes a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
On the ground to the left. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they lead it 3-0. Top of inning number 7, and now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Strike 2. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. Fly ball down the line. And there's one down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, Alec Bohm.
Ball.
A little bit high. Ball 2.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Fought off foul. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
And the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Outside ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Taj Bradley gives way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher
Twins,
coming on, the veteran,
number
A.J.
33.
Minter.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. His home and away splits there. Fouled off left side.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Late with the swing there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one in the air. Culpepper. And there's 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. So the Twins pen delivers in that spot. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 3 and the Phillies nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
The left fielder, number
Here's Trevor
9,
Larnach.
Trevor Larnach.
Ball 1. Hey!
And a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
On the ground, out to short. In time to Bohm. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Twins, the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Hey!
Next offering is fouled back. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's towards center. Crawford under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Jeffers.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball,
And
that's
that's
upstairs.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Nope,
He's just
inside, ball
missing
2.
with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And
3.
down on strikes he goes. Out number 3. It's the Twins 3 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back to the Field of Dreams. We're at the top of the 8th.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W. It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground.
No, that's foul.
And that's just foul.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
3-2 now.
Inside.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. Larnick takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Popped in the air, left field. Larnick settles under this one and makes the grab. Out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. A.J. Minter out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
On the mound
Twins,
now for the Twins,
number
Jeff
24.
Hoffman. He's into the
Jeff
game with the bases empty.
Hoffman.
Hey.
This manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. Top of the
Hey,
zone, and
two.
it's called a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And the 0-2. So Trey goes down on strikes. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th.
For the
Now it's the
Twins,
Twins
the
DH,
designated hitter,
Josh Bell.
Bell.
And
Ball
that
one.
is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Ah!
Can't glove it cleanly. The flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Twins, the first baseman, number 23, Royce Lewis.
Ball inside. Hey.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ball 2.
Fastball
Hey,
in for a
two.
strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him. That's the second out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Orion Kirkering won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Jose
Phillies,
Alvarado
number
takes
43,
over on the mound.
He's
Jose
averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Cody Clemens. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ah!
Clemens off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Clemens around third, and they're up by 4.
Well done, drives in the run. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Here's the third baseman, Brooks Lee.
Ball.
Man on second, 2 down. Check
Yeah.
swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Man at second. Right side. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, and he's
Got
out.
him right there.
Cut
He's
down,
out.
and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher, and the inning ends on an awesome play.
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. Just missed. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Yoendris Gomez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Funderburk getting cranked up as well. Hoffman goes 6 feet 5 inches, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014.
Ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Larnick under it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Luis Arise.
Misses
Nope, that's a
just
ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Inside, ball 1. Ball 2.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Two. And they'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2-2 now. Struck him out swinging.
Up next for
Phillies have just one out remaining.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Now pitching for the
Coming out of the
Twins,
bullpen for the Twins, Cody
57.
Funderburk. He's been so good against lefties.
Thunderbird.
Last chance for the Phillies. Now the third baseman, Bryson Stott, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That's too low.
That's low.
Ball one. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Outside with a breaking ball. And there's the automatic. Two down, nobody on. That's a walk.
Ball.
Went with the
Take it
cutter
away.
again, but couldn't find the zone. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now.
Aye.
And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Inside ball. Yep, that ball went out. Hey!
3-1 now. And that one sliced foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Funderburk is just one strike away. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop to first, nice pick and a ball in the dirt, and that ends the ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game, and amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.